We got some news from Nissan. Stay tuned. So, just released today was the all new refresh for 2025 Nissan Frontier. They're showing the Pro 4X and all the changes to the front fascia and some of the changes on the interior, as well as a new wheel and tires setup and a couple other things. Let's get into it. So instead of just sitting at my computer and showing you pictures of stuff that you can see on your own, I came out to a Nissan dealer and I would like to compare this new one to the outgoing model. Now, when you see on the new one, it has a lot more kind of unpainted plastic, which there's already a lot of that to begin with. So let's kind of zoom in and analyze this. Now, if you recall the Titan Pro 4X, that had a lot more of the unpainted plastics as well. And I never really loved the front end, and I think that the new redesign on the 25 is a bit of a miss, to be honest with you. I feel that the paint here, really breaks up the monotonous that can happen in the front of these off-road trucks. I don't know, what that decision, I can't change it, right? But just my personal opinion, a lot of you may love it. Put in the comments if you like the new one or this outgoing model. One of the big wins is when you get around back, in the addition to the 6-foot bed on the Pro 4X model, which is pretty sweet. You can get it on the SV and the SL as well. So you can get the crew cab with the 6-foot bed now. Super awesome. Well, going around back, you can see that the tailgate is entirely different. And again, they're taking from the previous Titan. The Titan had that huge big plastic piece on the tailgate, which again, I never really loved. But this one is a bit plain, and I think that the decision for them to add a little bit more to the tailgate to differentiate themselves from the competition was probably a good one. And each one of the models now comes with that rear sliding glass window. I wish it were powered, and I don't believe that they powered that. One other thing is the SL trim, which is their luxury trim, doesn't seem like you can get ventilated seats, which is kind of becoming the standard. So that's also a bit of a miss in my opinion. One cool thing is the new wheels, although I think that these wheels are quite nice. Put in the comments what you think about this wheel and tire package on the Pro 4X. So on the interior, unfortunately I can't open this one up for you. It's all locked. But you can see here, there is, still the tried and true 9-inch display. Not really much else going on. This one has the cloth seats. The new updates, I don't know how well received those are going to be perfectly honest with you, because now you're going to get an integrated 12.3 display. I think that it looks better than a lot of the competition, but yeah, I think that also one of the things that people really loved about the Frontier is that you didn't have all of that extra tech kind of bogging you down, right? They wanted that simple back to basics truck. And now with the infotainment, they're kind of going the latter. Underneath the hood, no changes there except for some regearing, and looks like you're going to get 500 pounds more of maximum towing capability. So you now get a max tow of 7,150 pounds maximum towing. So it's still not class leading. You're still trailing most of the rest of the class by about 500 pounds, but that's really not that big of a deal. One of the additional things that people kind of complained about is that they wanted a tilt and telescopic steering wheel. Well, that is now standard across the board, which is a smart move by Nissan. You get wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay as well now. One thing that I wish they would have done is added more ground clearance, but they still did keep the great suspension that you get from Bilstein. So there are your Bilstein shocks, right? You got a nice full-size spare back here. Pretty sweet. So they still retain all that, which is pretty nice, but I do wish that they would have given it just an inch or so more ground clearance. Put in the comments what you think about that. Another cool thing that they have is they have added better camera setup. So when you're going off-road, you're gonna have a intelligent camera that is good for going up to 12 miles an hour. So pretty sweet. You can use that when you're crawling on the trails with your sweet Pro 4X. But yeah, that's really about it. Put in the comments what you think about the interior changes, the exterior changes, if there's enough changes, and if you like those changes. I am happy that they stuck with the V6 and 9-speed automatic transmission. That was a smart move, and good stuff ahead for the Frontier, in my opinion. So if you like this video, folks, please like, subscribe, share it with your friends, all that stuff. Put in the comments below what you think about the new Frontier Pro 4X and all the other trims, or what you also think about this old Pro 4X.